Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Jay here. I just got these eyebrows threaded. Look at me. Look at me. Feel so good to take care of myself. Self-love, self-love. Anyway, so today I'm making a video because I wanted to talk to you guys about transforming yourselves to transform the world. We hear it all the time. You guys, if you want to change the world, you gotta change what's on the inside first. And it's funny because I get to this place where, like, the age that I'm in right now, all these corny ass quotes are really coming to play. Like, they are now making more sense, and I had to really tap in for them to make sense to me. So I'm cool with that, but it's just interesting. But nonetheless, when it comes to the saying, when it comes to that belief, it is very true. All right, and I'm gonna give you guys an example when it comes to things that's happening in the world around you. Right, if you think of one thing, as far as, we'll say, spirituality, right? Comes to spirituality, everybody's healing now, right? Years before, people weren't really talking about healing. They were just going about whatever that they need to do in that day and go to sleep, wake up, do this shit again, right? So with this time and age where we're at, we are in a place, my generation for sure, is now thinking about actually healing from, like, past trauma, from things that we have gone through when it comes to our families, or our past relationships, parents, any of those types of things. Like, we are really now in a place where we want to be able to be better and to be able to overcome those things. And it's mostly because of what we are also experiencing in our current lives. Like, everything that we're experiencing now when it comes to how we react to certain situations, how we are being to ourselves, how we are being to our loved ones, it all stems from somewhere. And so because of that, we want to decide that, hey, I want to go ahead and make sure that I am correcting this, so that way I'm not doing the same detrimental thing in the future, especially not to the ones that really give a fuck about me. All right? So when everybody started tapping into that, or when it felt like you were tapping into that, for example, one person isn't yourself, that's when you start seeing the world also tapping into it, right? It also goes into things that we have experienced in the past, right? When it came to even fashion to some extent, but it's mostly not even really fashion. It mostly goes into the sense of your being. You know, when you think of something and fitness, perfect example. Fitness is a great example. Now that you decided that you want to take care of yourself in a more healthier way, and you start moving differently, and now you start seeing everybody else around you is also doing that said thing. I can say that, for example, I have been seeing that when it came to me tapping into my fitness journey and really getting results, showing those results. I didn't see anybody like me. Like, I didn't see a lot of people like me at all. And then all of a sudden, after a while, now I'm getting all these different types of studs popping up, getting their workouts in. It's not to say that they weren't there, but I just didn't see them. But because I started doing it, I started seeing more of it. It all still goes back to law of attraction. Whatever that you are putting out there is what you're going to get more of. So because I was putting myself out there in that sense, now I'm getting more of it. Right? And the same thing goes for this situation when it comes to people who are healing. And now it is what is that you want to change in the world right now. Do you want people to be nicer? Do you want people to pay more attention to their spouses, to their partners? Do you want people to really pay attention to the self-care in themselves, or to really take heed when it comes to their health and fitness and understand the benefit of that? What is it that you want the world to do better in? But the only way that you can see the world do better in that thing is by you doing it better in yourself first. That's really how change is going to take effect. You are that seed. Once you start planting the seed in yourself, and now you decide that, let me go ahead and start taking action, taking steps towards those things, and you are doing it deliberately with intention of what you want for yourself. It doesn't have to be because you want it for the world, because you want to do it for yourself. And now you're going to start seeing other people taking heed to that without you even saying anything, right? Now everybody's a motivational speaker, right? Like, things like that. And it's not to say, of course, that you can't do it. You can definitely do it. Anybody, it could be a million people doing the same thing, but we all can eat, because your voice still needs to be heard. What you are doing still needs to be seen, right? And that's how I see it, because at the end of the day, no two people are the same. I don't care if you're twins, identical, what. No two people are the same. So you definitely have to make sure that you are putting yourself out there when it comes to as you want, so that you can see more of that thing, right? So this is why I am very keen and very intentional when it comes to what I do and who I associate myself with, because at the end of the day, I am not trying to be a broke bitch. I'm not trying to have a broke mindset. I'm not trying to be a negative motherfucker. I'm not trying to do things that's going to be bad for me in the future, to where I can't grow and elevate, when all I want to do in this world is to do so. and elevate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my goal. Like, I want to always make sure that I'm striving for more of me, for more of what is calling of me in that moment, in the future moments. Like, being able to really get those things that are going to make me step out of my comfort zone to go for the things that I've wanted, my wildest dreams. But the only way I can do that is by tapping inside of myself to go in and reach for that. I can't sit on the couch and be there all day watching TV and think that the world's going to change around me and thus it's going to make me want to change. That's not going to happen. It's a false narrative. You have to go out there and do that change. You have to go out there and be that change, even if it's difficult. Like, I promise you, it is not the easiest thing. Like, I'm still to this day being the first one to do certain things because everybody else is scared to do it. Like, nobody wants to be a polar when it comes to being masculine identified as a woman. If they find that if they can't, either it's not for them, obviously that's okay. It doesn't have to be for everybody. When you get to the place to where now you're bad-mouthing me for doing so, but I don't see you doing it. I don't see a lot of people going out there and doing it and taking that risk, taking that journey on your own. Like, I'm not doing it really for y'all, like, for real, for real. Like, I got into this because I wanted to even have more fitness in everything that I was doing. I wanted to try something different. Ended up falling in love with it, and here I am now, like, dancing my ass off for the ladies everywhere I go. Like, and it's all about, because I made it for myself. So whenever you're doing something that's for yourself, and it's to basically make sure that you are better, it's going to be a mirror to the rest of the world. You will start seeing that all the way around you. Law of attraction all day long. You might want a BMW truck. Because you've been thinking about the BMW truck, guess what you're going to see more of? That BMW truck. You know what I'm saying? So you are that walking billboard, as my girl likes to say, the walking billboard when it comes to law of attraction. The way that you are perceiving yourself out to the world is how you're going to get those perceptions back to you. Take heed to that. Address that. Be intentional with it and absorb it in yourself to know that it is always going to be a benefit for you because you are doing it for yourself first and in the world second. And in that turn, it's going to work out for everybody in the long run. But never think that being negative and being on the couch and not doing anything that's going to make you elevate is going to be that success for you, because it's not. I promise you it's not. So with that being stated, bro, I love y'all. Happy Friday. Y'all have a great day today. Pass this word along if it relates to you or to somebody else. Make sure that you are showing them that you also give a fuck about them, that you love them. If you want people to give more love out in this world, be that love that you want to see. Okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.